Imagine yourself at 13 or 14. Now imagine you live in a Central American country with your parents and 4 younger siblings. Your parents decide you need to live a better life and tell you they are sending you to the United States. You set off on a long journey for weeks and weeks, during which you have to risk your life. You walk for miles and miles, catch rides on freight trains, even riding on top of them at times, fighting off possible rapists, and trying not to trip over dead bodies along the way. You finally make it to the border and have to figure out how to cross without getting caught. Once you're in, you have to live your life in constant fear of being deported and having to figure out where to go and how to eat. This is what unaccompanied children go through every day to get to the U.S. After all you went through to get here, you don't want to be placed in a detention center with hundreds of others just like you. On average, there are 120 unaccompanied children crossing the Mexican border every day. Most of them come from Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, 3 of the most dangerous countries in the world. They come to the U.S. for various reasons, including a desire to escape gang violence, human trafficking, and faltering economies. Some have family members already living here, and others come in search of jobs.
These are, children and adults and young adults who are fleeing violence in their home countries.
When children enter the U.S. from Mexico, they are screened to determine whether they have been trafficking victims and to make sure they have no claim to asylum. If they fail this screening, they are immediately sent back to Mexico. By law, non-Mexican children must be taken into custody, screened, then transferred to the Office of Refugee Resettlement. More and more, people are crossing the border, taking advantage of President Obama's immigration laws. In June 2014, the Department of Justice announced the establishment of a $2 million program to provide legal representation in immigration court for the unaccompanied children. The Obama administration has also requested $1.57 billion from Congress to house, feed, process, and transport them. With so many immigrants coming into the United States, some have expressed a negative attitude towards them. Some brave people, however, have opposed this injustice and fought for the immigrants. Senator Patrick Leahy has been a longtime activist for immigration reform. After hearing that the Department of Homeland Security was building a new detention center, Senator Patrick Leahy and other senators wrote a letter expressing their opposition.
Mothers and their children who have fled violence in their home countries should not be treated like criminals. They have come seeking refuge from 3 of the most dangerous countries in the world, countries where women and girls face shocking rates of domestic and sexual violence and murder. Here in the United States, we have just celebrated the 20th anniversary of the Violence Against Women Act, a law we hold out as an example of our commitment to take these crimes seriously and to protect all victims. The ongoing detention of women and children who have made credible claims that they have been victims of those very crimes is unacceptable.
Agriculture is a significant part of Vermont economy, especially dairy farming, but farmers have been struggling to find enough local help for their farms. To address this need, a bill called the H-2A visa program was passed, allowing farmers to apply to hire foreign workers. Since this visa program is only for seasonal work, it does not include dairy farming. Senator Leahy would like to change that.
So a farmer who's an apple farmer can apply for foreign workers, and those foreign workers can get temporary visas to come here to do temporary seasonal agricultural work, but there's no vehicle in the law for dairy workers. So the senator has introduced a number of times a bill to include dairy farm workers in this, what we call the H-2A visa program.
This effort is in direct response to the concerns of countless immigrants. Senator Leahy is one of the many senators who is very active in the push for immigration reform. Although many representatives, too, favor this initiative, the comprehensive immigration bill did not pass in the House and as a result will not, as it stands, go to the Senate for a vote. Senator Leahy, however, along with other supporters, will continue to oppose the instances of injustice the immigrants face and work toward passage of this bill.